Hello and welcome to the Brian Ropar Show. Today's topic of concern is the dangers to autistic people who get negative feedback on social media. I have autism. Here's my social media experience. Before it existed, I made friends with people online through email. Mainly, I emailed people who worked at plastic chair factories. Plastic chairs are my autism special area of interest. And over time, I made friends with people. Then came Facebook. One by one, I made friends with all my friends from the chair companies. Full confidence and on a mental high, I then tried to make a friend online that I had never talked to in person. I thought this person looked like a really decent person and would make a great friend because looking at their profile, I saw things I had in common. Plus, my friend told me she was her husband's cousin. So with no idea what I was doing and no knowledge I was doing anything wrong, I sent this person a message mentioning things I saw in their profile, some info about me, and that I know their cousin. And I also followed them on a couple other web pages. Needless to say, I received very negative feedback, got blocked, and my feelings hurt very badly. Didn't get out of bed for days. And the fact that this person was a third cousin who had no idea who I was talking about didn't help either. And I know for a fact this should have never happened. And this person, if I talked to them right, without following them like that, would have said, "Sure, no problem, I'll be your friend." What makes this worse is my autism makes me relive every negative thing that happened to me in my life as if it happened a second ago. Several times a day since it happened a couple years ago, I relived every detail of it as if it happened a second ago. To be honest, I'm still reliving issues with making friends that happened 25 years ago, and they are only fixed when the issue is solved and they are my friend. There is nothing else on earth that fixes it, and every time I hear from them, I hear, "Sorry, I had no idea what you're going through. I would have gladly been your friend." People don't realize autistic people may be asocial, but they do like to have friends to talk to now and then. They don't care who you are or what you look like. If they take a liking to you, you've got a good friend for life who'd help you out in any way possible. And they are most likely counting on your friendship to help them cope with depression, anxiety, and worry. My autism is very mild. I'm a very mentally strong person, and I understand all this and can deal with these things without turning to drugs, alcohol, or tobacco, because I know it takes time, and eventually all these issues get fixed. However, unfortunately, you can see it all over the TV these days. There's people out there who have autism worse than I do, or they're just a mentally weak person in general, and they get negative feedback and can't deal with it, and it causes them to make bad life decisions, or even, unfortunately, take their own life if they get too much. I'll tell you, you just have to be patient and understanding and realize not everyone's a bad person, and they may be counting on your friendship as a coping mechanism, and that if someone talks to you who has autism, you can't treat it like a normal situation, because saying the wrong things and sending them off can really hurt that person, especially if they are using your friendship as a coping mechanism for depression, anxiety, and worry. Another issue you may never realize is people like me who have autism have been bullied and bothered by people in our lives more than you can ever imagine, even though we may not show it. I've been stalked all my life by bullies. These guys even followed me when I moved. They bought the house right across the way from me. I can't go outside without them breathing down my neck and watching every move I make. Luckily, I have a basement that's got a bike and running track, mini golf course, tennis court, climbing wall, and spur climbing pole, 50-foot bow and BB gun range, a rideable model train, and a workshop full of tools and supplies. Well, I'm about out of time. There's our topic of concern for today. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stay safe out there.